Guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. The bull party for BTC and ETH might be over very soon, and the reason for that is the dollar index. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. Now let's get into the charts, and we're starting off today with the dollar index, or the DXY, or the Dixie, however you want to call it. We are still forming this major big bullish divergence on the daily, but as you can see, and I hope it's visible for you, that the money flow is now finally curving back up here to the upside, and also we having this big bullish divergence, and just a little bit, maybe today or maybe tomorrow, we will print a green dot again. Now you might be asking yourself, well, we had already quite some green dots here over time, but we just went lower and lower. That is correct, but the money flow at the time came down, and now for the first time it really looks like the money flow wants to curve back up again. We also have the view up going higher here. Matter of fact, let me make this white real quick. That was the original color. So you can see that it actually looks pretty good. If that happens, of course, then the old saying will continue once again, and that is that if the dollar index is pumping, then BTC is dumping, and the other way around. Biggest target for me for the dollar index would be just a classic fib pull from the low to the high, 110-ish to the golden pocket, would also match with some clusters that you see around here. I am not actively trading it, I'm just using this as an indicator to see where BTC is going. Also, with that being said, this, let me zoom in a little bit, is the 4 hour on the S&P 500. I know it looks a little bit messy, but we have two fib tools. One is from the high to the low, and you can see that we are right now at the golden pocket, but also at this longer resistance line. Let me zoom out a little bit. There you can see that the resistance came in from the actual top that we put in December 21, and then just completely down, and you can see that it worked nicely already a few times as a resistance, and if it does now again in combination with the golden pocket, then I expect us to go way lower. One of the targets then I'm still looking out for, there's a macro target for me, is a retest of this 3500, but if we break it, of course I will be looking at the support line here, and then of course depending a little bit on when we are going to hit it, it will be approximately 3300, 3400, which then kind of coincides with this 3500. Maybe we even SFP it and then go higher again, but that is kind of my macro target where I'm looking out for. This might take weeks to play out, but as long as that dollar index is reversing to the upside and is pumping, then I think stocks and crypto will sell off again. If we are then looking at BTC, we are still in a super interesting point to maybe reverse, and that could also coincide with DXY finally rolling over back to the upside, and that is that we are in a major golden pocket right here at approximately 21,500, which is measured of course from this top right here to the bottom back up to the golden pocket. If we are going down, then I will be looking out for a few levels. We could do something like this, where we first go down, make a new high into their golden pocket, or even further, and then eventually go down, and this will be then something like the golden pocket or the 78.6. You could also say that we're then creating a major head and shoulders pattern. If we are really crashing further down, so not to this golden pocket at 19,200-ish, but lower, then this actually for me would be a real jam. That is hanging now at 18,100. Why? Because if I also here pull the fib, it would also coincide with a very nice low, the golden pocket right here, but also this cluster here and this high right here. So that would actually be super nice if we can make it, but that is quite a lot, approximately 14% for BTC. If that happens, then we're also creating a bigger higher low. This is one, and this would then be your second higher low, and then I think we can absolutely confirm that also on bigger time frames that the bull market is over. We created a higher low, we can go much higher. And of course, the deeper we go to create that higher low is actually also still completely fine. I really don't want to see something like this and then just higher and never retest any of these levels. That would not be so nice. But if we go even lower to this one, this other box that I have drawn, that is 17,400, then we would be backtesting this thick blue line, the value area high. So let's say we come all the way down here, or actually let's do something like this to go to this level and eventually then break up again and then go higher. That will be an absolute beauty if that will work out. On the 4 hour, no surprise, money flow is super thick in the green. If I scroll back, I cannot remember that there was one moment in the bear market where we have reached such a high level. No, I cannot recall anything like this. So pretty insane actually, and I'm pretty surprised at how far this goes. This, by the way, this momentum wave is setting up nicely, maybe for a big bearish divergence. If we do something like this, then into the golden pocket. We'll definitely play that as a short, but right now I'm keeping in mind that everything is possible because we're quite euphoric at the moment. So maybe we even blast through something like a big fake out and then lower. On the daily, we have confirmed that big red dot, so be careful. Doesn't mean that right away we are dropping down and that was it and it's over, but we are of course extremely overextended. The money flow looks like it curves, VWAP is going lower, RSI are melted together though, so that is usually a sign of strength, but we are a little bit due for a relief rally. What you don't want to see if you are a bull, that this does something like this and then completely boards down, or just a complete meltdown to these lows. That would be super bearish if there's just we go down as fast as we came up and just straight down, and there's no support, no bounce, and just lower, and then maybe hitting that 15,000 again. That will be super weak. Of course, it's just a theory, it's just a scenario. A lot can happen, but be prepared for all kinds of scenarios what can come to fruition, at least so that you're prepared. Then quickly at ETH, there we also still have this bigger macro level. We're looking then here from the golden pocket measured from this high put in August 2022 until here the low put in November, all the way back up to the golden pocket. So here, although BTC is kind of kissing or touching it already, here we have not touched it at all. So I expect that if we get another move up, that ETH will definitely pump into their golden pocket and then to go lower. Also here the money flow on the 4 hour is extremely thick. Momentum waves is coming already a bit lower. I am keeping also here my eyes out at a possible big bearish divergence on the higher time frame. That will be nice. I will also definitely short that. Let's say we are going lower from here. I pulled also a fib from this candle wick here on the 4 hourly. I hope that this one is also visible for you. That is this one until the high. If we then go lower to the golden pocket, you create a higher low and then maybe one more move up. I'm looking at 1450, and then down we of course have those bigger targets that we already drew out some time ago. One of them is here, the top, so that is 1350. And if we are going even lower, I'm looking at approximately 1300, and this actually is the real gem for me, all the way to this bottom. So that is really measured from here all the way to the current top. Then the golden pocket coincides with the value area high of the trading range that we put in here. That would be super if we can hit it and then just reverse through the upside again. Also then we have a major higher low on maybe the daily, and then we can just really also confirm here that the bear market is in and we can go higher. But for now, if you want to see what BTC and ETH are doing, keep your eyes on the dollar index. Is if this thing really reverses, and again that could take a couple of extra days, it could be the end. And I'm afraid that since this bullish divergence has been in the making already for such a long time, I mean this is measured from November already, and I'm afraid that this goes ferocious very fast, and then just a matter of days we can hit that 109, 110. So be careful, because everyone is getting bullish, so it wouldn't be a super bear trap to kind of, or bull trap I have to say, to get everyone super excited. Everyone starts to long, funding rate goes up, and then suddenly dollar index reverses, makes maybe a lower high, again around the golden pocket 109, 110, and then reverses again, and then everyone thinks and then everyone starts selling off again. That would be a ultimate FU by the market for a lot of traders and retail. That will be it for now. If you like the content, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, click on the bell, click on all so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment or share the video with your friends if you think that's useful. If you have any questions about this, also just feel free to put them underneath the videos. I will be happy to answer them. You can also ask me all kinds of questions on Twitter. For my Twitter and Instagram, the links are also in the description downstairs, so definitely feel free to check that out, to follow me there. I update and post content there multiple times a day, so you don't have to miss me at all. That will be it for now, guys. Thank you so much. See you next one. Bye bye.